All right. I think it is time now. We shall start our session number 80. Today it is only session. That's why I have not given A or B. So today we will discuss about the law number 7, which says ask, believe, and receive. So we will discuss about that. But before we go into that, we just completed our Babaji's birthday celebration. We have done full moon meditation in India and Asia, full moon meditation in USA, and yesterday we had a separate session in the sea beach in Dubai. That is physically, first two are on virtual. So we have completed this celebration, and we received divine grace of Babaji, and you and all your family members has been invoked loving protection of Babaji. And there is truth is there is no expiry date of loving protection. Babaji is already there, already guiding us, protecting us. So we just reinstate it. It is just to remember on Babaji's birthday that
Guruji,
to reinstate it from Pranam Madhu. To reinstate that on from our side and our family members, loved ones. So this is just so we celebrate Babaji's birthday with reinstating that loving protection for us. Babaji's love is infinite. You need not to. There is no expiry. There is no decay. There is no such thing called you need time to time you to replenish or top up. It is not that. It is from just our side. We need to do that. Also, I think it is. I mentioned during the session. I'm also mentioning it again. When actually Babaji, was born, nobody knows. Babaji is immortal. Yeah. We just celebrate Babaji's birthday. Okay, there is a debate from where the birthday celebration is coming, where this, birthday is not known. Don't bother about this uh, intellectual discussions and back and forth. Don't bother about that. We need just one reason to celebrate. In Hindi called bahana chahiye. So we took that bahana to celebrate his Janam Tithi. That is not a date, it is a Tithi. Tithi means moon cycle. It is a full moon, Kartik Purnima or Tripuri Purnima, after no moon, Amavasya of Diwali. So that we celebrate as Babaji's birthday. We celebrate. Don't discuss about which date is correct or not, doesn't matter. We celebrate, we connect to Babaji, take his blessings. So I'm just making these facts clear so nobody has got any kind of confusion or doubt. Or they also many people read about Babaji from different places. So don't go into all these things. We just celebrate. It is our way to connect and tribute to Babaji. All right. So we'll come to today's topic of discussion. Universal law number 7. So these laws are now, it is a universal law for the humanity. Okay, so these are the laws what is mind oriented or which is related to the mind. There are a few more that are there. So this one is ask, believe, and receive belong to that category. Our mind is a divine gift, is an instrument, is a given by the divine to operate us in the three-dimensional world. And earlier, few of that, we have already understood the nature of mind, the power of thought, our own identification. All these are already discussed. So only thing, today we'll go into the little bit of detail about how to receive from the divine, how to receive it, and how our own belief system and is involved here, and before that, and more importantly, how to ask. So in that asking, from our side, how we ask, we normally, we verbalize, we put a thought, we put a pray. That's all good. There's nothing wrong in that. But in this case, if we want some particular thing, then we need to approach differently. I will just analyze that particular science there. These aspects are called noetic science of spirituality. So I will ask how to ask as per noetic science, not ask the way we understand asking. Give me this, give me that. Whenever you go to any place of worship or things, we have a list of things, demands, or give me this, give me that, and all this kind of thing. Nothing wrong in that. It is just to satisfy yourself, but that will not trigger anything in the universe. Because no matter which language you are asking, which is the mother tongue or English or the Rashtrabhasha or Hindi or any kind of language, or even Man ki Bhasha or the language of your thought, universe does not understand all these languages. So no matter what you do, it is for your satisfaction. You keep on asking. That's fine, but universe doesn't understand that. One aspect we discussed about the thoughts, that thoughts are having a power to energize something. Okay. So in that sense, no matter what thoughts are passing through your mind, you are energizing something. So universe understands energy. So if you put one thought continuously again and again and again, it has got a power to manifest. I have already explained that in earlier session. Not because you are thinking, because you are focusing, giving attention, concentrating energy. All are discussed in the previous sessions. We are reinforcing the energy again and again and again on a particular thing. That power manifested, not because you are asking for it. So basically, it is all the play of energy. So here, asking, if you want something, you have to energize that. How to energize that? That a reinforcement of that. One is keep repeating it so that you are giving thing energy. But in this, there is a catch there. The catch is that we don't have control over our mind. Most of the people, common people. So what happens is, even if we want something, but we cannot focus on that. We are incapable of focusing. And that's why we fail. Not because it will not manifest. In between, three thought came, so they get diluted. And then finally it will not materialize. And then people think that to whom they are praying. Suppose we put somebody's photo, they are praying, give me this, please. I want this. I want to win a lottery. Please give me a lottery. So after 1 month, 2 months, so nothing happened. What Jyotiji says, what do you do that time? You change the photograph. Change and put some other guru or other deity. So that is useless. I could not get the lottery. So next try this. So try another guru, another this thing, and they try praying that. So this is the normal behavior of the people. They're asking. They want something. It's nothing. I'm not saying asking is wrong. What I'm saying is the method what you are following, your idea of how you get it, that is not correct. That is not the truth. That's why you are not getting it. Changing photo will not help. Or maybe you are, asking something from one guru, then you find out there is a bigger guru. He has a follower of 5,000 people. The other follower of maybe 50,000. That is more powerful guru. Let me go there. All this kind of nonsense will make you, slip away from that. And that's why you landed up something. You keep on begging and no door opens up. You need not to change the door. You have to knock the door properly. Learn to knock the door properly. That door will open. No need to keep begging on the different doors. All right. So if this part is understood, then let us see how we can make an impact on this, how we can make our asking properly. In the exam or something, they need, or we apply for a job, they need certain application to be filled in. Suppose you want to go for higher study, some application, some details need to be given, or you are applying for a visa, say, visiting one country, you have to fill some details. So if you don't fill that application properly or as per the given format, your visa will be rejected. You will never be able to go there. If you put, okay, I don't want this, I don't want that, what I want, I should write that. I don't care whatever is asking. Suppose in the visa application, they're asking about your religion. Okay, you said, why they're asking religion? I don't disclose religion to anybody. You cut that and say this, and some of the application, you will not get approved. Because your application is not as per the procedure, as per the format. That's why it will get rejected. Not because you don't deserve it. You deserve it, but you messed up with the application. Same here. We don't know how to ask. Even if we ask, we change some things or we put some our mind construct into it and you mess it up, our application. And that's why it is never granted. If this part is understood, then let me also tell that what makes it the powerful application. So what we do is, then to make it more powerful, we have to energize it. So first is asking how to ask, not verbal. What you need to do, you put it into the intention. Only single intention as if you received it statement. That particular intention or a thought, you need to keep energizing with your belief system. What is the belief system? You need to truly believe. You have to give emotions. This part already explained earlier. Your emotions, your other thoughts need to support that. If you think, ऐसे थोड़ी होता है, okay, ठीक है, वो some guru is telling or RP is telling, we'll see, we try करेंगे, but होने वाला नहीं है, ऐसे थोड़ी, because your subconscious is not supporting that. You think it is impossible subconsciously. That's why you will never get it. Your doubt will stop it altogether. It will only thing if you yourself is fully convinced, then it will make happen, because you are focusing all your energies into that particular one thing. And already I mentioned earlier the manifestation, 65 seconds, if you hold a single thought, no other thought coming, single thought, your belief system is supporting that, it will get manifested. So asking will depend upon your pure intention with like positive reinforcement to it, like we already received it. Your emotionally need to be supported. All aspects of you need to support that. Many a time, suppose we apply for something, some job, we don't get the job because in our own subconscious mind, we believe that we will not get it. Or it will be too difficult a job, or too high level a job, or I am not that much qualified, or there are better candidates available for this job. So we already have the belief system which is not supporting that your application. That's why you will fail. There was one spiritual story that there is one guru and disciple, and the same thing. The guru was teaching that if you believe something and you reinforce that, and you can walk on the water. So then what happened is, one particular time came when that particular ashram, I think it was in Ireland or something, that ashram gets flooded. And in that particular day, there were only two people were there. One in this and the disciple and that guru. The disciple can actually walk on the water, but guru drowned. Because guru was teaching, he was not believing that it is possible. Okay, so there is a difference. It doesn't matter which tag you give yourself as a guru. It doesn't matter. Your belief system works here. No matter what spiritual level you are in. So if you don't truly believe it, it will not happen. So this is where that your what is called the focusing coming. It has to be substantiated by your belief system. Otherwise, it will not work. You have to truly believe in it. Doesn't matter, how much impractical it is, how impossible it is to get it. But if you believe it, it will happen for you. Things this can be created in the universe, our own thinking, belief system has tremendous power to manifest something. By the way, it is both positive and negative. Universe also doesn't understand positive and negative, or which is useful and which is harmful. So be careful what you choose to believe. There was an experiment done that on this belief system. So one, what is called? Somebody was the murderer. He killed, I think, 32 people or something. Some underworld fellow. He has been convicted, to death penalty. So for the experimentation purposes, some scientists say that psychologists and all, they wanted to do the experiment. But this experiment is with the death. So they cannot do it on anybody else. So they took permission of the court or something, the law, as per the law, they said, we like to do, okay, anyway, he is going to be hanged or something. So before that, we wanted to have some kind of experiment with him. So in that experiment, what happened? In the one room, so they brought that the convict in that room, and then in that room, they put a black cobra into that room. One black cobra, and the man is there. So what they have done is, the man here, they have tied their hand with the chair. He cannot move from the chair, move up from that. So that snake has come from the other side. He has seen it. Then somebody came and covered his face with the black, what is called the black sort of thing. So he cannot see anything else now. So he can, hear that, that the snake and all. So in between, what happened is that those people, the fellow who brought the snake, so he caught the snake silently and put it inside that cage. And the scientists, they went with a 2-pin, they specially prepared 2-pin, and that pierced the pin into his leg, into his calf muscle. Just like a snake bite, they put that. It's just a pin, nothing there. It's just a 2-pin, double pin there, similar to same size of that pin there. And then in the experiment, they have done that. They've shown that even though the snake didn't bite, there is nothing, no poison into that the person dies out of poisoning. From where the poison came? Because he believed that he is dying out of poison. Poison has been created by his body itself. And he died out of that. So look at that, how powerful this belief system is. And same thing, we are doing it to ourselves, self-poisoning. We are injecting ourselves a daily dose, mild dose of this kind of poisoning, and our system has a power to create that. If subconsciously we believe that this is the thing. So this is a negative extreme case, but this same thing is also possible if we believe ourselves to be other extreme. So that is also possible. So this much powerful the belief system is. So that's why in the earlier laws they say, be careful what you think and what you believe. It will get manifested. If you don't trust yourself, don't believe yourself, then confusion will retain in your life. And if you single pointedly focus on something, that will get manifested. So now let me come to the receive part of it. First is to get to receive something. Earlier, one law, it is clearly mentioned that you will not get what you desire, you get what you deserve. Okay, you remember that law? Okay. So, like the belief system, it can work both ways. Receiving also, it can work both ways. It will not understand what you desire, but you will receive what you deserve. So you need to enhance your deserving capacity to receive it. In that time, while explaining the law, I have explained in detail that I have given, I'm just repeating that. I have given an example of one child is coming and asking mother, please give me 10 rupee, I can buy chocolate or say toffee or something. Mother will give 10 rupees. Say it is a 5-year-old child. And that 5-year-old child comes and mother give me 50,000 rupees, I will buy a mobile. Mother will not give. This example I have given, right? Because in that 5-year-old child doesn't deserve to have a mobile of 50,000 rupees. Even if you get it, he will spoil it. He may damage it within 2 days. It will be of no use. Same thing happens to when we receive something, automatically universe will not give something what we cannot handle. So to get that, we have to enhance our deserving capacity. Same child when become say 18 years old or something, it deserves, it needs to connect with the many, then the mother will give 50,000 that time. Because the child is now deserve that. So same here. So it is about the deserving capacity, and best way to enhance your deserving capacity is to be in the attitude of gratitude. More you appreciate, more you receive. More you appreciate whatever you got already. Again, this is also explained in another law. I have given example of traveling to London and bringing gift for five of your friends, and the next year going to Singapore, bring our 5 friends. These things. Appreciate will give you, more you appreciate, more will get attracted to you. Okay. So this is the understanding of the law. Now let me go into the detail. Let me go to the key of this. So in general, universe is not understand what is going on in your mind, what you're thinking and all those kind of things. Rather, it will be counterproductive if you are focusing on the wrong thing or believe in the wrong thing. So key to get that is the energy, and to be precise, the vibration. Your vibration, your PEVF, personal energetic vibrational frequency, determines the time when you receive it. Higher the vibration, faster the manifestation. This particular aspect, the PVF or PVF, all the same. Personal vibrational frequency or personal energetic vibrational frequency, those are same. It's in the hertz, but in logarithm scale. Dr. David Hawkins in Power versus Force book, he has done the research. I have referred that earlier also. Many of you might have already read that book, or it is already available online. You can get it and read it. He has developed a consciousness mapping. He has developed a frequency cone. I will just, let me see if I can share that. Can you see my screen?
Yes, Guruji.
Okay. This is that cone. So it is that this is zero is a conceptual point. It is not possible to go to that zero level, but it is a ever expanding funnel like a cone. And you might have you see that the colors are the colors of your chakra basically. 250, which is here, this is a neutral territory, neutrality. Below that is all negative, and above that is positive. So in that, we call it, if it is below 250, you know, the guilt, shame, anger, only this, there is a one thing written here, the courage also, courage is also, it is mentioned negative, but this is a just like a, courage may not be the right word, the stubbornness, should be the right word here. So just read courage as a stubbornness, okay? So those are all the negative characteristics. So if anyone is vibrating between below 250 in this, any one of these, they will never be able to manifest that by this method, because their overall vibration is negative. If doesn't have the power to manifest it. When it goes more than 250, it becomes positive. So 250, 300, and so willingness, acceptance, the reason, high level of intellectual capacity. The many scientists and all who discover many things, so they come to a level, say up to 499. It can be reached by intellectual understanding. The high active left brain. So in that, they can go up to 499. That is a positive territory. They can manifest, but it may take maybe years to get something manifested as per what they want to do and want to get manifested into their lives. When someone cross 500, then heart chakra opens. It is beyond logic, beyond mind. Here heart opens up, the compassion that opens up. So you can say the spiritual journey start from 500 plus. So what happens is, already when you get connected with that, heart is connected to the universal consciousness, the power gets multiplied. So 500 plus frequency, the time of getting manifested reduces. So earlier, maybe from years, it will be coming from the months to weeks, based on the which level you are in. Then when one crosses the 700 plus is the enlightenment frequency. There is no upper limit. It can have a different levels of higher manifestation. Higher the vibration, faster the manifestation. In this, so enlightenment, someone can have that, these things manifested, at the mass scale. Means here, if it is an individual scale, then they have a capacity to manifest something for a multiple people, a collective thing. Maybe higher you go, they can have some kind of manifestation for something for the humanity. So that kind of level, faster, and they got multiplied by the number of people covered by that. Because that area, post enlightenment, your selfishness, you can say, for your own, there is nothing called your own. It goes down. I mean, it disappears. Only you get connected with the divine, and whatever divine wants to get implemented for the humanity, you join into that mission. So in that way, then you become the divine agent, and you use your power for upliftment of the masses, to awaken them and to heal them. And these kind of things, this power has been utilized. So I'll stop sharing that. Okay, so this PVF scale, so just to summarize for you, if somebody is having the frequency of the negative with below 250, it is almost impossible to manifest. 250 plus, slowly it get manifested. It takes time, but it will have a manifestation. It will ultimately get it. 500 plus makes it much faster. So as I said, that don't go beyond 700, because they are your own. What you want really doesn't matter. You are taken care of. Divine will take care of it. So you have nothing to ask for yourself. Some of our members, they are asking, what I can ask, because please tell me what is the best thing to ask. To answer to that is, best thing to ask is, leave it to the divine. Leave it to the divine. Divine knows exactly what we need and when we need it. Like that mother and child I told. Mother exactly knows when the child is hungry. For that, it not necessarily that child, every 10 minutes child is crying, so he or she needs milk. Not necessarily. Mother knows. Okay, so leave it to that. You may not know what is in your best interest. So I have earlier, one day I have given example where that somebody of what Narvekar was there, and he is working for a company. The owner, he got so much rich very fast, bought a Mercedes, because his lifetime dream was to drive that kind of car. And after, I think within a month, he got in with accident, and he was bedridden for months. Okay, so you don't know what you are asking and what will be in your best interest. Okay, but the divine knows. There is nothing unknown to the divine. So if you want to know something, get in tune to the divine, and your soul knows everything. So only thing you need to, not to go and begging information from somebody else, because that is, anyway, it is via media. So you go directly, have a direct connection, have it downloaded. What is in your soul's plan, that will be manifested much faster. What's divine, the divine energy is always flowing. The whole energy has been created by the divine, the creator. It is like a flowing river. So if you just float into that river, you will be taken where you need to go. You need not to struggle. You need not to do anything. But if you want something which is not as per divine plan, then you have to struggle. It is like the swimming against the flow of the river, or in certain angle. So then you have to struggle, because not everything will fall. You fell in obstacle and lot of things, lot of headwind, you can say. You will not get so manifesting so fast and things like that. So all these kind of things will happen, because if you tune yourself, or you say, okay, all yours, surrendered life, that is another extreme. But I'm saying that it's not always easy to accept. But if you can do that, your belief system, if you believe that yes, I can do that, it will manifest. For you, it will be taken care of. The creator who created the whole universe, doesn't matter about one life. It doesn't matter. Okay, so if this is the second part, now I'll go to the third part. Second part of thing is how to receive it, and what is that main factor determines your deservability is your PEVF. That is the one line summary of whatever I discussed in last 15 minutes. If you raise your vibration, your deserving capacity increases. Higher the vibration, better chances to get it manifested, and quicker. And that's what we want. In our reality, it is this kind of physical reality. Now I'll be careful. I'll be using the physical reality. Earlier I used third dimension reality, and people get confused with the third dimension, fourth dimension. All forget about dimensions. In the physical reality, so in time is the main thing. Time matters. If you don't get certain thing in a certain time, and that is the time you decide to change the photo of the guru or to whom you are praying for, isn't it? What I was telling little earlier. Okay, so time makes it a success, time makes it a failure. But in a higher dimension, there is no time and space. It can be given so much altered way. It will not follow that what you desire, because it may not be in your best interest. You need to learn something. If you don't learn, then you will feel the consequences. I have given earlier the situation, the discussion came about, why so many people claim to be spiritual masters, they fall. The disgrace happens. They call Vrashti Yogi. They fall into some scandal or something. They fall from the grace. I explained to that earlier. Why this happens is their base foundation is not clear. It is not tested. That's why if you understand the chakra wise, higher chakras get opened, they can have that power, spiritual power. There may be manifestation power, maybe influencing and all these things. That powers will come. We call siddhis. Siddhis may come, but lower chakras are not clean. They didn't spend time to work on that one initially. Foundation is weak. So what happened at a very certain moment, that grips. Either ego comes up or self-gratification to satisfy your own body and mind. You do something. In fact, what they do, they use spirituality to feed these lower things, lower stuff, and that cannot sustain. That's why they got into this kind of scandals. So what basically I am saying, that if you leave it to the divine will not allow you to go to the next step without passing through the lower steps. Okay, forget about the guru things, because it's complicated to understand because you don't say. Let me give another example, like climbing Mount Everest. You wanted to go in the shortest possible time. Your aim is, I will go and take a flag, and I will stand on the Mount Everest, take photo and publish in Facebook. That's your aim. Okay. So of course, you need to do as fast as you can. Your pay degree in your society will go poof. If you stand on Everest and take a photo, correct? Genuinely, not photoshopped. So what you have done is, you just bypassed all the trainings, mountaineering training, climbing training. You need that to go there. Then you have to sustain the weather. We call it acclimatization. You have to, each level you have to stay, because if oxygen pressure goes down, temperature goes down, you need to acclimatize. Your body cannot change that fast. Your body is a physical entity. It takes time to adjust to the new environment. We call it acclimatization. Also, another thing affected, when you climb, your balance get affected. Because our ear, another part of the ear, one is listening, second is having balance. Who read the biology, or Google search, you found there is some particle called otolith. They need to be in the fluid, they need to be in touch. If people get unbalanced, then you realize that I'm getting unbalanced. The otolith does that signal to the brain that you are getting an imbalance, do something to stand up, otherwise you will fall down. When you go the lower the pressure, air pressure, your capability to judge your balance get disturbed. But where you need it most, you are climbing, say, maybe the ridge of a mountain, maybe just hardly 1 meter space is there to pass through in the top of the mountain. And there, if you lose the balance, you will fall completely. Maybe 1,000 meter, you will fall. So you need the balance there. So ear need to have that kind of time to adjust with the new pressure, new temperature, so that you can maintain the balance. Earlier, I had mountaineering training. There they tell, in the high altitude, don't close your ears. We put some kind of headgear with ear open. But unfortunately, I'm talking minus something. Unfortunately, in the plains, particularly in the Bengal, we have something called monkey cap. Yeah, just hardly it goes below 20 degrees centigrade. People wear monkey cap, so close the ear. That is strictly no in high altitude because of that factor what I just explained to you. Okay. Anyway, so what I mean to say is that, let me go back to the smart person who wanted to take photo onto the top of the Mount Everest. He said, why I should go through all this training and nonsense? The stupid people are going through all this. I'm smart. So what he does, he hired one helicopter, convinced, pay him enough money, so that he agreed to take it. It goes time to time. If the weather is good, helicopter can go there. Some special, army type helicopter can go there. But only thing, it cannot land there. Okay, so it can just go there if they clear. It just go like this. And there was some movie also came from on the Everest. You can say they just go there and suddenly go then almost like a nosedive. They have to come and go to the lower level. They cannot stay there because of the wind and many other factors. So he hired one helicopter, and they just somehow they stabilized there and dropped it into the peak, Mount Everest, and it goes down. He said, "I'll come back after half an hour to take your photo, etc." It cannot stay there half an hour there. There is no place to land. Maybe it will go to the some area where there is some land in the base camp or something. It will again come back. So he was taking good photo. Everything is done. Then the storm started. Okay, started snowing because in the high altitude, it weather changes like this. Within 5 minutes, completely dark out and start, snowing and very unpredictable weather. Suddenly, get white out everything, and then it started snowing, etc. Now look at this guy. He doesn't know from where how to get down from there and where to take shelter. Maybe just 100 200 meter below there is one place, one cave they can get in and to take shelter. Top there is nothing, but he doesn't know because he didn't came through that process. So in that helicopter cannot come, no rescue can come unless until this is stopped. He cannot put a tent there and all this. No question about that kind of high wind and the top of the mountain, Everest, that too. He will die, or he will slip from the mountain, fall and die. Exactly that happens with that Brashta Yogi case. If you don't know, but think of other mountaineer who trained themselves for years, prepared for Mount Everest climb, slowly take 45 days from one place, from the plains to reach up to the top, every place waiting for 1 or 2 days, 3 days to acclimatize, then climb further, then acclimatize, then climb further. Maybe 3 4 attempts it make to climb to the Mount Everest and finally reaches there. Then he knows if their storm comes, where to turn back or where to take shelter, which is the next one he left. He knows he can come back easily. He will not get die. He will not die into this situation. But the other person will die. He doesn't know anything. So this is the thing. That is why what we say is if you leave it to the divine, divine knows the steps, what is best for you. It will give you Mount Everest, but in 45 days. Not in a single day or being too smart, reach there in 1 hour. That option, it will not be given to you because they know what will happen. So this is exactly the situation, exactly the thing. If we leave it to the divine, what is the best for us will happen in the right time, right place, and the right course. So only thing, we have to accept that. We have the acceptance and gratitude. Whatever is happening at this moment, it is the best in my best interest. Your mind will tell otherwise. If you are helped by divine, why you are suffering? You are not suffering. Suffering is an idea. Suffering is the idea. You have a choice to suffer or not to suffer. So, but acceptance is the key. Surrender is the key. And being in attitude and gratitude is the key. If you deserve something, it will find its way to come to you. Only thing, you have to hold that vibration. But if yourself are flickering, after 1 month, you are changing the photo or having the doubt that whether this will work. Am I in the right path? Why nothing is happening? Okay. Already you thought few times, then the energy will get confused. Truly nothing will happen. You will hear the story, somebody else, they get enlightened, they get this and that, but you are not. So how come? Because we have a self-doubt. From self-doubt, need to be converted to self-love. When we love ourselves enough, the prosperity of the world attracted towards us, not the way we think, not the way as shown in the Hindi movies particularly. Some deity appeared, Mahadev appeared, but chal le. Suddenly and think, there's a spark thundering happens and never. don't get confused. These are not manifestation thing. These are most confusing, most erratic things and developed and put it into this kind of stories by somebody who have a no clue how things are get manifested. Okay. Who knows? They don't speak because they don't need to. The power remains in holding, not showing. The moment you go into exhibitionist tendencies, your power gets diluted. That's why. So in this case, just to make the story short, don't believe in all this. All are nonsense. Huh? So nothing of that sort really happens. But what happens is that it will be given to you exactly at the right time. Two things happens here. Let me tell you also another thing. I'm just sharing my experience here. We want several things in our lives. But what happens here, we get obsessed with one or two things. Suppose winning a lottery is my key. I said, if I win a lottery, then I will treat myself, I'm powerful, divine grace is there. And all we make our story of our own. Unless until the lottery happens, the spirituality is failure. They didn't pass my test. Okay. Because in my life, I said, I'm offering my life and it has to happen if I don't get a lottery, and this is all nonsense. But like that, anyway, now I'm just making it a little dramatic just to make the point clear. Thing is, we are obsessed with one or two things so much. There are many other things coming and going we don't notice. Maybe we are focusing too much into, say, earning money or creating wealth. Many things, positive things happening, maybe health-wise, we don't notice. Our health might have improved, or our lifestyle might have changed. Earlier, I used to feel fatigued, every end of the day, but now I don't feel. I don't notice that. I don't consider that is a blessing. Some of the relationship get healed. I don't notice that. I'm so much obsessed with these things that unless until get a lottery, all spiritual things are failures. These things we don't notice at all. That's why you always feel that we are not getting enough. Okay, you understand what I'm saying? Just it is not that, it is balanced overall. Life has a multiple aspects of it. We need to get protection, we need to get empowerment on all those kind of things. It is happening. But because of our focus into one or two things, we miss the point. We think nothing is happening, which is not true. Okay. All of us, we have come through maybe in thousands years history of humanity, these kind of things can happen. COVID and all, we pass through, now we come to the other side already. Isn't it a miracle? We have withstand everything. We have been given all this power and all those kind of things, and ultimately we have gone through, and now we have maybe some aspects of the life which we are earlier not focusing. We are thinking it is useless if I cannot travel. How can I do business? How can I do this? How can I do that? Now it is, you see, it's all fine. May not be as expected. Okay. पहले जैसा तो नहीं हुआ. अरे पहले जैसा कभी नहीं होगा. It's gone forever. Some new will come. Something new will come. It will not go back to the old one. But thing is, we are getting prepared for that. Our body has got tremendous changes. Every cell of our body has been has been converted from the biological structure to the crystalline structure. Why? So that the capacity to receive the light is increased. We need that now into this dimension, into this, when the earth energy has already gone up from physical reality to that divine feminine energy, which is currently under the Mother Earth. To operate into that, we need that. We have got transformation has happened. So, but those kind of things are happening behind the screen, and we have been given assurances, and we have been protected, and all the tools what we need, we received it, and whatever the knowledge we need, the understanding, divine has sent somebody or other, some of the agent to convey you the message, isn't it? Yeah. So this, if you see your life compared to 10 years before, where are those? Nothing. So anyway, so it is not that nothing is happening, but things are happening. So if we align ourselves into that, the divine plan, then the manifestation will be much, much faster. So choose what you ask and support it with a strong belief system so that you are not confusing the energy. Raise your vibration. First thing, anybody comes to me to learn anything about spirituality, maybe one session theoretical, first thing I teach is 108 stomach breathing. Why? Because this is to raise your PFF, no matter wherever you are, what situation you are, health-wise, wealth-wise, or relationship-wise. If you raise your vibration, automatically things will improve. And that is the key. If you raise your vibration, even the situations you attract based on your own vibration, you will not attract, it will change it. Things will not change, but you will not attract it towards you. It will go and pass by. So all these things, your inherent power, your things will change, and approach towards the life will change. Your life will change, and that's what is needed. Transformation will happen. Externally, maybe nothing will happen, because these are created for some purpose. But internally, you will understand the purpose and use it to your own benefit. And that's how we make the transformation. And this is how that life evolves. This is why we have taken birth in this planet Earth, to get that skill, that get experience, and we can evolve from there by experiential understanding. And that's what we are getting. Faster we do, faster we go through this milestone of our soul's plan. So here I conclude. So this is about this today's topic. So ask, believe, and receive. And receive again, just to remind you, to be in the state to receive it continuously, be in the attitude of gratitude to the divine. That is the highest possible vibration you may have, highest possible belief system you can have, highest possible way you can express yourself, you can vibrate yourself, highest possible way you can send the signal to the universe, you are ready, you deserve it. Simply being in an attitude of gratitude. All right, we'll conclude this learning session. So if you have any question, so please ask now.
Sir? Okay.
Sir,
Sir,
welcome to you. Chetan, go ahead. Yeah.
Sir, first of all, thank you for everything, sir, for everything. And sir, I would like to say, sir, so the first thing is to ask with intention. Second thing is believe it is done. And the last thing is raise your vibration to match what you get, what you want to get. Right, sir? This is the sequence. Sir, actually, I would like to ask, in addition to this, one of my friend, she have been detected with cancer.
Mm-hmm.
But earlier she used to work in corporate. Now she is only on treatment. She have lost her job. but she was telling me that before this cancer didn't happen to her, she didn't realize the life she was leading was itself a cancer. She didn't realize that because she was only working morning 9 to 9
Your voice is breaking.
that she had such a beautiful and all, but
Can you
now
repeat your
she saw
voice?
she have such a beautiful child. Okay, sir. Sir, from
Yeah.
where? From my friend, from the that. Okay. So the thing is, my friend have got cancer and she used to work in corporate. She have lost her job, but she called me and she was telling that initially she didn't realize the life she had itself was a cancer. That
Mhm.
is, she didn't realize she have such a beautiful child. She have such a caring family. She was only working from morning 9 to when it ends. She never knew,
Yeah.
like 2 and 3 a.m. even it goes. But now she
Mhm.
have cancer, so she have lost her job. But so
Mhm.
she was asking me that so much grace was around her, she didn't realize. But she was again asking me that, do you know how to manifest back the health? I want to live a different kind of life. So
Mhm.
the thing is, today's session is lot of carrying lot of message that I can even convey to her, that
Yeah.
if for that she can, if she want to improve her life, the first thing is you have told one thing, that keep it to divine, what is best interest in me, and flow with that. But if
Yeah.
I say that she want to focus only on health right now, if that
Mhm.
is the thing, so she can pray for her getting well, and then with intention focus in that, and then believe that miracles happen, and then she keep on doing things that raise her vibration, that is being gratitude, and whatever God has given is a lot. That thing can be, that will be a good thing to say, or I'm missing something.
No, you are not missing anything, but she need to, learn and practice on her own. Okay. What you will give her, what you just told, those are like information. Okay. Information will not help. Vibration will help. Okay. So you send the name, I'll channel healing, but at the same time, she need to start practicing something. We can have some another session for learning session, not to receiving what problem she faced. We'll attract more problems. Hmm. See, while listening something, I'll get something that what is feeling. Yeah, this particular issue is karmic. Okay, karma need to be settled. Okay, first. Okay, the root cause is karma. So that need to be settled first. So for that, there are other processes. The karma kshalan and other processes are there. She need to be willing to work on herself, not imported solution. If you tell that this is the way, it will be like information from external. You are the external party. It will not help. Okay, she will receive the information and maybe have some doubt and all. Ultimately, it will not materialize. Okay, but if she is interested to pursue, okay, then she can be guided. She can heal herself. Okay. Also, I'm just telling from my own experience. There are two cancer patients, and came quite a long time back. I think 2015. So I have guided them and given them. I went to actually the cancer the one gentleman and another was say lying one lady, young lady, married. So, and after that, they got healed. They got healed. They gone back. But after some time, I met that the gentleman. After some time, I could not recognize, but when he recognized and then came to me. But unfortunately, the lady she would not survive. Again, cancer came back, and she finally expired. But the reason is she went back to the old thinking pattern, old life, old enmity with others, like old kind of things, and she treat herself like a victim. So if you don't change your belief system, nothing will work. You have to basically, you have to help yourself. Okay, then the divine can help you. Hmm. So in these things, it cannot be just sending information, this is how it works, will not work. I'm just telling you, you tell that there are some processes involved, don't raise expectation. First thing I do, if I hear somebody is need help, see what happens is that people, everybody has something or other, their issues are there. And three areas I told you, health or monetary or relationship, and these three categories or combination. Everybody wants help, but my advice is don't give the spirituality as a solution to this. You never know. You need to have to, the deserving capacity need to be increased. There's nothing wrong with the spirituality. I need to check whether that person deserving, interested in increasing deserving capacity or not. Otherwise, it will be another factor. I went to the 5 doctors and 2 gurus, and this is the third one, failed again. Okay, it will land up there. It will land up in a number. So we need to see that to enhance the deserving capacity. Only you have to tell what is the right message to tell. If you are interested, there are ways. Don't give any guarantee. Okay, you said there are people got healed. Why not you? Try it. But no guarantee. No time frame. Everything is possible, but no time frame or something. When she will adjust into all those kind of things, slowly go into that, then the help will come. Okay, but it should come from within. It cannot be got these things. Okay, what I'm saying is that your job is to show that there are cases happened, so it is possible for you. Okay, it is possible for you, but if you want to pursue that path, then path is open. You can learn, you can move ahead. But don't take that there is no responsibility from her side as well. It is equally responsible. Actually, major responsibility is her own. The self-love need to come back. This is the final line. If she doesn't have self-love, nobody can do anything.
So this self-love is responsible for a lot of things, like if someone...
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Not just health. Suppose not happy in relationship or career, both, everything, self-love plays a lot of role.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Okay. This is your inner power. Means what I say is that as I mentioned earlier, what I have got that the mission to make the masters who can do it on their own, not depending on somebody, even me. We're not here to create followers. We are not here to create so many mirrors. We want to create the light, the source itself. Okay. Deep se deep jale. You have to transfer that light so that they can lit on their own. And what I am saying here, like exactly like that. I'm not saying whenever you need light, come to me. I have a big light and you share. No. What I'm saying is from the day one, get independent, learn how to lit your lamp and keep it glowing. That will take you there. There is a story, if you, give somebody some hungry a fish, he will survive for one day. If you teach him how to fish, they will survive for their life, that kind of thing. Same approach. Okay. If you start giving that help in these things, he'll be dependent on you. We're not here to create dependency. Okay. You want to create that. It will take time, but it will happen. And that will be long lasting. Okay. All right. But anyway, you send me the name. At least I should send channel healing. But at the same time, just give the offer. You only need to take the message to her. Not to give her solution. Solution she will find on her own. Even if you see, you are listening to me for quite a long time. I don't give a lecture to people, you do this, you don't do this. You never see me doing that. Okay. What I do, I share my story or somebody's story of similar nature. The person get the clue from there. They need to find their solution on their own. Who am I to give them the solution? Okay. So same thing, you just convey there are possibility of you getting healed. You need to learn something. You have to do certain kind of practices. If you are interested, we'll introduce and you will learn it. Not that we'll set a meeting for half an hour, you tell your problems. No, not even a single minute I will listen to the problems. You will attract more such problems in her life. Okay, we are glorifying the problem. We will not do that. Okay, we understand health area. No, that's enough. Okay, so we will channel healing energy to heal that her health. Okay, that will do. And the rest of it, she need to learn, she need to have their inner power, vibration wise, self-love, all these things need to be developed from within. Then it will be sustained and miracle can happen. All right. Okay.
Thank you so much,
Shubir,
sir.
God bless you. Shubir, yes, go ahead.
Yeah, Rajdeep, I have one question regarding this. Today, you were discussing that about what we get is what we deserve, not what we desire.
Yeah.
But there is another law which we learned that about thoughts. Thoughts are things. So, and don't these two contradict with each other in a way that, see, what I desire is also what I think, and I desire to be a successful businessman in my life sometime or the other, but if I don't deserve to be that businessman, I deserve only to serve as a service person only throughout my life, then I will never end up being a businessman.
Hold on, before you go further, just listen very carefully. You want it to be successful. If that is your only thought, you will be successful. Problem is not that. If you're consistent on your desire, you can put it into one thought. Your desire, you will be successful. 65 seconds. Okay. One thought.
Okay.
I'm not telling lifelong. 65 seconds. One thought. It will get manifested. Energetically, the seed will be planted immediately and it will give fruit. Maybe it depends upon what kind of desire you have. If it needs too much of materialistic energy, then it will take time because it has to manifest in the physical world. But something of other like a healing or a relationship issues or this kind of stuff which does not involve the material, physical material, then it will manifest much faster. I'm just giving you the logic. Now whatever you desire, hold it single pointedly. What we are doing is we are distracting that with some doubts and other thought came in. So what shall I do? Some thought came in. It should not work. It doesn't matter why the thought came. But if it is not a single pointed thought, it will not manifest. The energy gets diluted there. That is the reason. Okay. So nothing wrong in desiring something, but desire it so passionately that nothing else enters. Then it has a power to manifest.
Okay. Understood.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Yes, Shaival.
I'm following up on Shubir's things, not my desire, right? So is that he wanted to be successful, but as a businessman versus as a service person, is that the ego from inside is telling him, even if I'm successful, I want to be successful as a business person, not as a service person. Is that the ego?
No, it's
That's
not an ego. No, it is not an ego. It is your choice. Okay. So
Okay.
we have a free will. We have a choice. No doubt about it. We can develop any area we feel like we are passionate about. There's nothing wrong in that. Okay. But the thing is, are you passionate enough? That is the question. Okay.
Yeah.
It is not what you are looking for. The question is, are you passionate enough? I have given example earlier of cooking with the vegetable curry. Okay. You put all the ingredients correct. You bought the best vegetable from the market and put oil the right quantity and cut it properly, wash it properly, and then put it into the pan. Half an hour you are doing something, it's not cooking. Ingredient is fantastic. Nothing wrong with that. Pan is great. The reason is that pan has not been heated enough for cooking. It didn't reach to that threshold when the cooking can happen. Cooking means the final product. It's not happening. You are half an hour or 1 hour you are putting things, but it is not heated enough. It will not happen. Same here. In some of the spiritual master says, "Lagan mein agan hona chahiye." Means whatever you want, no? Agan, that fire of passion usme hona chahiye. It will definitely manifest. If you desperately ask for something and you put all your energies and attention there, it will manifest. But if we are just thinking it's more than enough, say, or some thoughts coming and going and all this kind of, it will not. No matter what is the reason for getting distracted, but if you're not focused properly, it will not happen. Same like a magnifying glass. To burn a paper, you need to focus it properly, hold it in a certain position that all sun rays get concentrated at a single point, then only it will burn. If you're rotating that and going aage piche and something, it will not burn the paper, because it didn't reach to the threshold of concentration. It will be able to burn the paper. That is called lagan mein agan.
Now, can I ask one more question, Rajdeep?
Oh, sure. Sure.
So, I am not at that energy level even yet. Forget about 30, 35 years back. But 30, 35 years back, something used to consistently tell me to pursue something. Even with I knew that was not right, perhaps, in the eyes of others, right? And I hated it. Now that's after a while. But now I feel like at least that message has driven me. So how is that possible that I listened to that? I had a passion and followed it, even if I didn't have that kind of a. How did I receive that message without having?
Okay. I will just give you another story. Just few minutes back, I was telling to Shweta that I don't give lecture who should be doing what and not. So I will not do that now even to you. Okay. I'll just share one story. You will get the message. Yeah.
Yeah.
There is one very successful, I think, actor. When he got the Oscar, first thing he thanked to all his enemies. I said, I got this Oscar because of my enemies out there who was behind me and, to make me to run for pillars to post to get something like a simple role. I worked so hard to get it, but thank to them, because of them, I'm here. Okay. And also, one of the scientists, whether it's Einstein or I forget. Anyway, so the one scientist, very successful, he was telling that I'm thankful to all of them. When I go and ask for some help, they said no. I'm thankful to them because they said no, I did it myself. That's why I become successful. Okay, I leave it there. Okay, yeah. So you reached a certain accomplishment. So you need both. You need a strong bowler to have a good batsman.
Got your message.
All right. Any other question?
Yeah, Rajdeep, I have got a question.
Yes. No.
This is regarding, say, you said that whatever we think strongly, we can manifest that. Okay. Say for myself, just like an example, I am not financially well off. Okay, I have got financial struggles, and I wish to be financially prosperous. Okay, this is my wish. That wish I will send to the universe to get manifested. And vis-a-vis, you told that I can I can ask the universe or the divine that whatever
Mhm.
in my best, in my interest, that should be manifested. So,
Right.
which one should I opt for?
Your last one is, for me, the last one is the number one. Okay. And but the earlier one, what you said, it is the second best. But in this case, only thing you have to just correct the statement. You have to, just like I want this should not be there. I want this word should not be there. I am abundant. I am abundant. I am attracting abundance. Abundance is coming to me all different channels, all the ways. Every day I'm growing into the abundance, and more abundance I'm attracting. This should be the language you'll be speaking. Okay, I'm failure so far. I am not abundant. I'm not this thing. Don't, this not, and any kind of negative statement will confuse the energy. Okay, if you initially, I'm going to that extent, somebody says I'm not rich. How should I say that I'm rich? Should I fake it? I said yes, because this universe doesn't understand that kind of difference. The what you verbalize, Shabda Brahma, what you verbalize, that will get manifest. Say that I am rich. And then not only that, today's exercise, I'm saying you start believing that whatever I need, I get it from all different sources. The universe finds a way to send it to me. Only thing is, don't define how it will reach to you. That it may not follow your path. Okay. Certain things will come in a different way than you expected. Okay. But it will come to you. Okay. So if you reinforcing that thing, then it will definitely happen.
Okay, thank you
Okay.
so much. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
So just repeat that. I mean, what I'm saying is blindly repeat that. I'm this, I'm abundant, I'm attracting this. That is the, what is called affirmations. These are called affirmations. So if you do the affirmations and if you do it loudly, it will manifest much faster. Why? Because there is another, secret here. What happens is, whatever you have, Shabda Brahma, I already told. So when you verbalize it, then it goes into the vibration of the sound. That sound again getting absorbed back into your body cells. Yeah? So not only you're only thinking, your whole body cell should responding to that. The same message, not only your thought, not only your words, even your every cell will emit that this is, that I am abundant, I am healthy, I am in good relationship with everybody. This is the message again and again and again, vibration wise, we send it to the universe, it will get manifested. And much faster. So that is the secret, so-called. Okay. All your being should vibrate in the single voice or single punchline. It will get manifested. All right. Chaital, you want to
Okay.
ask something?
Thank you.
God
Yes,
bless you.
Guruji. Yes,
Mhm.
Guruji. Guruji, you said we get what we deserve, right?
Yes.
And that is
Yeah.
for our best interest, what we deserve.
Yes.
So, Guruji, I
No,
told you
one
about.
minute. One minute. There are two things. One is, if you leave it to the divine, then you will get as per your deserving capacity.
Okay.
Based or not based, it is your idea. Like the 10 rupee note and 50,000 note, 50,000 cash to that 5-year-old child is best or worst. It is the child's idea. Okay. But you get what you deserve. Okay. So that part is your deservability. But I'm not saying the idea what you deserve, that may spoil the thing.
Yeah.
If you surrender completely. Okay. I have surrendered, so I should get, the child will say, oh, I surrendered, so I should get 50,000. Why? Because I surrendered. It is my best interest, you don't decide the best interest. Yeah? Divine decides that, and you have to trust that.
Yes.
Means if I get 50,000, then it is my best interest. If I get 10 rupees, it is not my best interest. Kya fayda? Okay. Okay.
And
So,
Guru,
yeah. So, is it clear? It because
uh,
you're deserving also, it is which angle you are thinking about the deserving. If you leave it to the divine, definitely will get what you deserve. But your idea of deserving has no limit. So expectation need to go. That's it.
and what we deserve depends on our karma also.
Not necessarily. Okay.
Okay.
Karma, not necessarily. Yeah, so we'll still get it. If you're passionate enough, if there is some karmic thing, it will appear as an obstacle. But ultimately, if you get it, if you're persistent, the karma will get diluted. It will make way for this. It has got that power. Okay.
Yeah.
It will only delay the thing, but it will not stop the thing. Okay, so this is it may just delay it, but otherwise it will not there is no question that it will not happen.
So my question is, Guruji, I told you about my friend's husband for challenge healing. He has a brain cancer, and now doctor is telling that he will not survive.
Okay.
So, and there is no more treatment left for him. Okay. So, I mean, what is this? I mean, she deserves this thing in her life, or
Yeah.
is
Soul,
it?
soul level, we choose many things. At soul level,
Oh,
nobody can do anything.
okay.
Okay, if soul chooses to leave the body, it will leave anyway. Soul has a free will. No other soul, can interrupt that.
Okay. So that means his husband's, this is his husband's choice.
Yes,
Soul's
husband's
choice.
soul's choice. Husband may not know.
Husband's
Consciously,
soul's
yeah.
choice. Nothing to do with her.
Nothing to do with her.
Okay.
Okay. You see, here the acceptance come. See, these are the hard realities. There are many cases comes when this kind of approach. I need to see. Truth will relieve yourself. Truth will heal. Let me tell you. You just tell when to leave the body. Soul decides. It does not matter what you think. It does not matter what your emotions are. It does not matter whether you feel guilty about it and you think that thing about it. You leave it to the divine to take that action. You only think what you do. My advice, do your best. Why? Because later on you should not repent. I could have done that. I could have done this. Whatever you could have, do it now.
Okay.
That's it. And leave it to the Ma Phaleshu Kadachana. Leave it to the divine. Leave it to the soul's choice. Okay, it is all planned. It is at the soul level. All this drama, everything has been pre-planned, script written, agreed. So nobody is unnecessarily suffering. Earlier, if you know the truth that you are nobody to control life and death, nobody, not even yours. Forget about that, others. Your death, when will happen, nobody knows.
Right.
So why unnecessarily you blame yourself, suffer yourself because of something will happen? He said, whatever I need to do, I have done my best and that's it. इससे आगे मैं और कुछ नहीं कर सकता, and I leave it to the divine, and that is the right approach.
Yes, as you told us, I told her to surrender to divine.
Yes.
You told her to do that. Same thing I told her to do, to surrender to divine.
And accept whatever result it comes. Whether it is good, bad, medium, doesn't matter.
Okay.
Okay, be in that state. Be in the acceptance state. Accept the truth. Accept the reality. Okay, it is all yours. If you surrender yourself, then nothing belongs to you. Okay. Earlier, one day I was explaining, even our body doesn't belong to us. It's God gifted. Every breath we take doesn't belong to us. Every heartbeat, it doesn't belong to us. We have no power, no control. We don't design it, how much pressure it will pump, how it will operate and all. How we can claim it mine? Okay, simply because it is installed into this physical body, that's why no, it's nonsense. It follows its own divine principle. When it stops, I am not the owner. I have no control. I can only accept. As long as it is working, I am thankful. The moment it stops, I accept that as a truth, and that relieve me. That relieve me from all these kind of sufferings and ideas of life. Simply have to accept the truth. Okay, I will run as long as this runs. The day it stopped, it is all. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So why I'm saying is the truth will relieve from unnecessarily thinking that you are getting punished. Poor me syndrome. Whether it's coming from health, coming from relationships, coming from monetary, either yours or somebody else or your close relatives. None of them is there. Just pass through this drama, that's all. Okay.
Thank you, Guruji.
God bless you. Yes, Vani?
Guruji, I understand that the soul decides to leave whenever the soul decides to leave. But people who are there experiencing and being sad, is that also the soul that will decide that they have to go through this difficulty or sadness or anything like that?
Yes. But others, it is a choice, whether you like to suffer or not to suffer. Okay. Soul only decides at a particular time when the depart will happen. When there is no longer needed for you to play. It's like if you treat it like a role play in a movie or a theater. At a certain point of time, one character has to exit the stage. It's a part of the script. Okay, now you cannot keep it because you don't like to leave it and you like to play the same thing. It will spoil the whole show. That's not his plan for. In fact, other way around is not normal. When autobiography of a yogi, Paramahansa Yogananda, there was one section it is written. I think one animal was suffering, and so all masters, they have a power to hold it. They can make sure the soul is not leaving that body. So then it is suffering, but people are saying, please do something, please do something. So he was just holding that soul. He was meditating that soul of that animal came. He said, I wanted to leave the body. Why you are, soul came, not that thing. Why you are holding it? I'm unnecessarily suffering. It's my time to go. And then they realized that we should not interfere into this divine plan. Okay. So, and that is the reason no master interferes with it. Particularly this kind of situation, when to leave the body. What they pray is the transition should be smooth. People are empowered. They can get the strength to withstand that. So they don't suffer too much of your grief or something. Because it will tell upon their health. They will become a patient. So they need to accept it. And these kind of things, that is the part they take care, but not that incident. They don't interfere. Okay, so this is see, leaving the body. If you see the soul, I have seen 70 lifetimes myself, and there are minimum 700 lifetimes. So many times we died, left the body, doesn't matter, one more. Soul point of view, like a changing a dress, that's it. So now, but here when we are into this reality, physical reality, then it is, of course, this is the whole part of the drama and whole the part of the things we need to undergo, this emotional thing. We do have emotions and we cannot be like a patthar, so-called. Yeah. So it is normal. But the thing is, at the same time, everything is, if only thing you have to ask this question, listen this part very carefully in this, am I responsible for this? Am I creating a situation that person is going to die because of something I did, then you correct yourself. But if that answer is no, you have no control, let what happen, which is not your control, how you take responsibility on yourself. You are nobody. Okay, if you are punishing somebody because of that, you're choking somebody, then you remove your hand because you are creating that. If you are not, then you don't make yourself responsible. Just understand this is the big act is being played. I am just a small pawn of it. And truth is, I came here, I choose here to experience this. That's it. Okay, nobody is punishing you and nobody is rewarding you even. You are just undergoing the experience as per your soul's plan. That's it. Okay. This truth will relieve you from a lot of things. We unnecessarily suffer, unnecessarily feel guilty, unnecessarily feel responsible, but you are not. I just, minutes back I told even my own heartbeat, I have no control. Forget about somebody's life. When the soul chooses to leave the body, how can I decide? I have no control over my body also. Okay. Okay. All right. With that understanding, then everything is divine. You leave it to the divine. It will take care. Okay.
Thank you, Guruji.
All right. God bless you. Okay.
Guruji.
All right. Yes.
Guruji, two small things.
Mm-hmm.
So what is the best affirmation for self-realization?
Best affirmation. Forget about best, worst, and things like that. Okay. So just simply say, I am self-realized. Okay.
I am self-realized. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And for financial abundance, like you were saying, in best interest. So I am attracting financial abundance as per my best interest or in my best interest.
No, I am attracting financial abundance from all different sources. The money comes to me smoothly and effortlessly from different various sources, and it finds a way to come to me. And I'm ever thankful that, and it will keep coming to me. Okay, this kind of thing. Okay, these are the affirmations for monetary.
Guruji, one more request. During the extended awareness, please bless us that time because we would like to experience. I have requested you earlier also. So, extended awareness नहीं हो पा रहा था मेरे को.
No, you said for going to the expanded awareness. Oh, blessing से नहीं होने वाला. Okay.
हाँ जी.
You exactly follow the process. Exactly follow this. It cannot be installed from outside. Exactly follow the process, the listening to the sounds and all those things. Just follow it to the best. Okay. And also I'm telling you one secret. Okay. Expanded awareness में पहुंचने के बाद don't think that ये तो अभी तक मैं पहुंचा ही नहीं है. So that is a confusion. You accept this is expanded awareness. This one. I am in right now in expanded awareness. Accept.
Okay.
I had a doubt. I'm just sharing one story. मेरा भी ऐसे पहले डाउट था कि मैं हीलिंग जो चैनल कर रहा हूँ सच में कुछ हो रहा है क्या? तो मेरा एक्सपेंडेड आवर सच में कुछ हो. तो एक दिन मेडिटेट करके मैं अपना रोना धोरा कर रहा था माताजी के पास. माताजी बोले गधे तू अगर खुद तू एक्सेप्ट नहीं करेगा कि यू हैव द स्पिरिचुअल पावर, हु एल्स विल? बोला ठीक है, लेकिन कुछ वो जो है ना कुछ सोच आते हैं कभी कभी कि डाउट आ जाते हैं कि हो रहा है नहीं हो रहा है एंड ऑल दिस थिंग्स. तो माता जी ने बोला सुन, तू सरेंडर किया ना तेरा लाइफ? हाँ वो तो किया. सो आई सेड आफ्टर दैट इवन द थॉट व्हाट इज कमिंग टू यू बिलोंग्स टू मी. तो ये भी सोचना छोड़ दे कि मेरा थॉट है और मेरा डाउट है और मेरा कमियां हैं. तेरा वो सब भी कमियां, वो सब भी थॉट, वो सब मेरा है. सरेंडर कर चुके हैं ना, चल जा. उसके बाद आई नेवर आस्क क्वेश्चन अबाउट की एनी डाउट. ठीक है,
बहुत बढ़िया गुरु जी, थैंक यू सो मच.
वो आप एक्सेप्ट कर लें. दिस आई एक्सेप्ट. आई एम इन एक्सपेंडेड अवेयरनेस, मेरा थॉट भी तुम्हारा है, वर्ड्स भी तुम्हारा, सब तुम्हारा है, मेरा क्या है, मेरा कुछ नहीं. When I claim that to be mine, I again fall in the trap. सब कुछ तेरा
बिल्कुल
तेरा मन, पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव जीरो जो है लेवल, ये भी तुम्हारा है, वो भी तुम्हारा है, लेवल भी तुम्हारा है, माइंड भी तुम्हारा है, थॉट भी तुम्हारा है, मेरा इससे क्या लेना देना. You got liberated.
थैंक यू गुरु, बहुत बढ़िया.
All right. Okay.